see, start game.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You brought your whole crew.
All right, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody can hear me. We are going to see if the mic is working, and it is working. We're having a coaches meeting right now with the umpires. We are here at Shiloh Park for today's game between the KBA Prime 14U Blue Team versus the Rangers Blue Team 14U. All right, so let's see. I'm Doug Barnett. I'm with you for today's game. We also have a game at 1 o'clock as well. All right. Go over the starting lineups with you here in a few minutes. I'm trying to send the link out to everybody to let them know that we are live from the planet tonight. All right, that should do it. All right, and what we're going to be doing will be okay, let's see here. If I can find the link to Game Changer, we can send this thing out. We're a little disoriented right now, but we'll get it all worked out. Okay. The coaches meeting is still continuing. Oh, you're good. You're good. It'll all work. All right, here we go. We are ready to go for this titanic struggle between the KBA Prime and it should be. Well, it's not on Game Changer. It's on the link. Go to the.
I'm sitting behind the Game Changer.
Yeah, all the sound is on, and if anybody wants to listen along, it's on Facebook and YouTube. All right, and then.
Hey, Lexus, tell them we need game balls.
It looks like looks like the game balls are absent. If you wouldn't mind, could you put it on? Sent the link to you. Just copy that and put it on Game Changer. I'm having a hard time doing it.
Yes, I will.
All right, the game balls are missing. It's gonna be hard to play without game balls.
I heard that. Yeah. That should be fun. Yeah. Yes.
All right, we'll set the lineup here for the Bluegrass Rangers Blue 14U team, coached by Kevin Goldie, and the first batter will be Matthew Barnett, and he is going to be wearing number 31. And he will be batting first. He's in center field. The second batter is going to be Lamar Burnett. He's wearing number 4. He's at second base. Third batter will be Braylon Goldie, the left fielder, wearing number 18. The fourth batter will be Emerson O'Brien, the pitcher, number 7. The fifth batter will be Ryan Payton, the catcher, wearing number 14. The sixth batter will be L.J. Davis, and he is going to be at first base, and he's going to be wearing number 20. The seventh batter, number 2, Caden Bottiger. and he's at shortstop. The 8th batter is going to be Henry Fannin, number 8, and he's going to be in right field. 9th batter is going to be Jeremiah Combs, the 3rd baseman, wearing number 27. And the 10th batter is going to be Micah Kelly, number 26, and he is going to be the extra hitter for today. The Rangers are going to have 10, and the other team, the KBA Blue, is going to have 14 players. And 15 players rather, and we will go through those in due course. The KBA Blue team is wearing blue hats, blue jerseys with KBA in white and the numbers in white, and gray pants. The Rangers are wearing their navy blue tops with the navy blue Ranger hat with the R on it, and white pants. Beautiful day for baseball here at Shiloh Park. We're going to check the. Yeah, we shared it to Facebook, and we shared it to, and we put it on Game Changer too. And it looks like the sound is working. And I think we are about ready to start here at Shiloh Park. Now, your friendly announcer is doing both Game Changer and YouTube responsibilities today, so we'll see how this flies. And here comes the first batter for the KBA Prime, number 9, Colin. Looks like he's playing shortstop. And the umpire is about ready to say play ball, and here we go. And the first pitch is going to be struck to the 3rd baseman. 3rd baseman picks it up. Combs throws it away over the first baseman's head, and that is going to be at least 2 for the KBA Prime. So that ball was in play. It was a hard ground ball, and it ended up being a single.
It did.
And he ended up advancing on a throwing error. All right. And here comes the second batter for the Prime, and that's going to be number 6, Caden. And that first pitch from Emerson O'Brien is going to be a ball to him. We had a 1-0 count. Runner on second base for the Prime, advanced on the single and the throwing error. Sometimes nerves get the best of it. And that's going to be 1-1. After that swing and a miss. O'Brien throws the ball, and that's going to be popped up, and that is going to fall to the first base side, and LJ Combs with the catch in foul territory on the first base side. So that is going to be an out on that one. And now here's Kyler Arnett, number 11, with the runner still at second base with 1 out. Emerson O'Brien turns and throws over to Lamar Burnett at second, and the runner gets back. All right. O'Brien throws his next pitch. That's a ball. That's a perfectly thrown ball. And it's going to be, he got under the tag. The runner got under the tag on that one. as the umpire ruled that Jeremiah did not get the ball down in time. That's going to be 2 balls and 0 strikes now, as that pitch was a little bit high. KBA's got a runner on third with 1 out. O'Brien throws, and that's going to be a strike and a swing and a miss for a strike. Counts 2-1. Let's see what we got here. O'Brien ready, throws, and that is going to be fouled back to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Collar. And Collar foul balls that one off. And that's going to be a ball, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The good thing about this field is the backstop is not too deep. And we got a full count on Kyler Arnett. Here we are. And that ball's going to be high for ball 4, and Arnett's going to walk. All right, so that's going to get us to the next batter, which is going to be number 7, Winston. He's going to be the pitcher for the, and he is going to pop that ball up, and I think it's going to come back into the spectator area here at Shiloh Park. I am so happy that ball did not hit me on the back of the head. Everything else has. I just don't want a ball to do it again. All right, we got 0-1 count. O'Brien throws over to first base to L.J. Davis. Nothing going on. Wind up in the pitch from O'Brien, and that is going to be a strike. Swing and a miss on that one. The runner will advance to second base on a steal, though. Runners on second and third, 2 strikes on this batter, and that's going to be strike 3. Swung and a miss on that one. That's going to be strike 3, 2 away. And it's second and third for KBA Prime with 2 outs. And O'Brien's thrown 15 pitches thus far. And that's going to be strike at the knees. 0 balls, 1 strikes. And this is going to be number 15, Alex, for KBA Prime. And that's going to be high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's going to be a strike at the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 more strike here, and that will get O'Brien out of the inning. Looking for a pitch down the middle. Runners on second and third for the Prime. And that ball is going to be ripped to right field, and that's going to fall for a hit, and that is going to score 2. Both runs will score on that one, on that hard line drive single to right field. All right, number 99 is up to bat now. And that's going to be a strike and a stolen base. All right, 2-0. That ball's going to be popped up. That ball's in play. L.J. Davis comes down with it, and that's going to be the inning. KBA strikes first. They get 2 runs. And the score is going to be 2-0. All righty. All right, so we're going to the bottom of the first inning. Rangers down 2-0. And the first 3 batters are going to be number 31, Matthew Barnett, number 4, Lamar Burnett, and number 18, Braylon Goldie.
What's his pitch count?
His pitch count will be, let's see.
Dang, we had the same runner out twice.
Yep, we had the same runner out twice.
And then I called fastball instead of a curve. I show him a curve on that single.
All right, I've got Emerson with 20 pitches.
All right. Well, we're going to move it around a little bit. Lamar's going.
Emerson O'Brien gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 base on balls, and 2 strikeouts. So he had a pretty good post inning there, other than the runner scoring. But there was nothing really he could do about that hit. That was a pretty good hit. All right, and here we are at the bottom of the first. We're about ready to, bottom of the first inning, we're about ready to start again. Matthew Barnett is ready to hit. All right, and here we're starting. Matthew Barnett's coming up to hit. He is the leadoff hitter for the Rangers today. Matthew was a member of that 13U state championship team for Bluegrass Little League that played in Iowa for the regional tournament. Got a couple of these players in this game today for both sides. Winston, number 7, is the pitcher for the KBA Prime. Matthew settles in. And the first pitch to him is going to be a ball. That was low and a ball. All right, the second pitch to Matthew is going to be a swing and a miss. So we're at 1-1. Winston's pitch to Matthew. That's going to be in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1 count. Winston readies, fires, and that's going to be high for a ball, and that's going to be 3-1. And the pitch is going to be at the knees. It's going to be 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Matthews in a position, if it's anywhere close, he's got to swing at it. And Winston throws the ball. And that's going to be a walk. That's way inside, and Matthew hits the dirt right there on that pitch as it comes in. So he's going to walk, and here comes Lamar Burnett. Matthew Barnett at first base, and he's got some speed. So we'll see what happens. And Burnett fouls the first ball off. 0-1 count. Umpire retrieves the ball here. And the pitch is away, and it is going to be high for a ball as Lamar Burnett ducks to avoid that one. Matthew leads off at first, and that's going to be a strike at the knees. It's going to be a 1-2 count, and that low strike's being called today. The pitcher steps off the rubber. Matthew gets back to first base, slides in. Really nothing going though. And Matthew steals, and that ball is going to get away from the second baseman, backed up by the shortstop, so he will have a stolen base there on that ball that was thrown, so it's going to be a 2-2 count. So Matthew steals his first base of the year. 2-2 count. And Lamar Burnett hits that ball hard to center field, and that's going to be caught by the center fielder. But that was a very hard hit. That was an excellent hit right there, and that's going to bring us up to Braylon Goldie. One away, one on for Braylon, and Braylon is going to take the first pitch for a strike. That's a little inside, but it was a strike all the way. All right, here comes the next pitch. Pitcher nods in agreement with his catcher. Ball is delivered, and that looked like that had a little bit of a spin to it, and that's going to be 0-2. All right, so Braylon's down 0-2 now. That last pitch was a really good pitch. And here comes the next pitch, and that's going to be high for ball 1. Didn't miss by much, though. 1-2. Matthew Barnett still over at second base, just standing around. Now he's gotten off. And he takes his double bounce, and Braylon's going to foul that one off. One-two count. Umpire says play ball. Pitcher delivers, and that's going to be low. A little bit low, trying to hit that low strike. 2-2 count to Braylon. And that is going to be high for ball 3. And this is the second batter that the pitcher has been got to a full count on. Full count, and that's going to be high for a ball, and Braylon's going to walk. Runners on first and second. So with Emerson O'Brien coming up, it looks like that the Rangers may have something cooking here. We'll see how this works. The pitcher, Winston. O'Brien hits that one into left field, and that is going to, oh. We have bases loaded as that ball gets thrown around a little bit. All right, so that's going to lead us up to Ryan Payton with the bases loaded. And still one away. Number 14, Ryan Payton. This is the moment that you live for in baseball. Bases loaded. Matthew, Braylon, and Emerson, and that is going to be a strike call. Strike at the knees. That's going to be a ball low. And not sure what's going on here. We're going to have a pinch runner is what we're going to do since he is the, Emerson is the pitcher, so there's going to be a courtesy runner now. And Lamar Burnett's going to be the runner since he was the last recorded out. One out. One out. It's one out. One out, 1-1 pitch. And Ryan Payton hits that one straight to the pitcher, and Matthew Barnett is going to be out on a forced play at the plate. And that is going to be a fielder's choice is what that's going to be. And we have one strike now on L.J. Davis. And we have two strikes on L.J. Davis. And that's going to be strike three looking, and that's going to end the inning with the bases loaded for the Rangers. No runs, couple of hits, and we have a base path full of Rangers that's left alone. And we're going to the top of the second, and it's going to be KBA Prime 2, Rangers 0. All right, so we know Emerson O'Brien has thrown 20 pitches, and it looks like that he will not be coming back out for a second inning of work. He's going over to shortstop. And it looks like it's going to be Lamar Burnett, I believe, is going to be the pitcher.
Yeah, if you go up on the side.
No, it's not even going to be, it's not going to be Lamar. And Coach Goldie and the umpire are having a conversation here. Not sure what it's about. Not sure what's going on here. Okay, Micah is going to right. Micah Kelly's going to be playing right. Not sure who's pitching, though.
I think it's still Emerson. He's got to change shoes, though. Yeah, M's on the mound. We're going to get Lamar Warm over
Okay. All right.
Lamar didn't have a chance to throw.
So Emerson O'Brien's still going to be on the mound.
Micah to right, whoever's doing it.
And Micah's going to be in right.
Henry to second.
Okay. All right, so Emerson O'Brien's going to go back out to the mound for a second inning of work, and we're going to have Henry Fanning moving over to second, and we're going to have Micah Kelly playing in right field. The rest of the lineup's going to stay the same. Braylon Goldie over in left, Matthew Barnett in center, and then we're going to have Jeremiah Combs over at third, Caden Bottinger at short, L.J. Davis at first, and Ryan Payton will still be behind the mound. Behind the plate, rather. Behind the mound. Well, when it's 8:30 and when it's 9:30 in the morning, everything's behind the mound. All right, number 44 is coming up. Logan Koch. Emerson O'Brien starting his second inning of work here for the Rangers. And he winds up and delivers after getting the sign from Peyton, and that's going to be low for a ball. And that ball is going to be hit to right field, and it's going to be a routine fly ball, and Micah Kelly's got it. Great catch over there by Micah Kelly. One away, number 13, Cruz, for the KBA Prime. And he swung and missed on that one. That's going to be an 0-1 count. O'Brien winds up and throws, and it's going to be inside for a ball. 1-1. O'Brien winds up, delivers the pitch, and that's going to be outside and in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1 to number 13 for the KBA Prime. Emerson gets the sign from his catcher Peyton, and that's going to be a ball, and he's got a 3-1 count now. I think this is the longest that Emerson has been in the count on a batter. He's been pretty efficient. Wind up into the pitch. It's going to be high for a ball, and that's going to be ball 4, and that's going to be the first walk of the game. Number 8. And it looks like that's Braylon, if I am reading that correctly. Number 8 for the KBA Prime. O'Brien delivers the pitch, and that's going to be inside for a ball. Didn't miss that one by much. Just didn't get that inside corner there. Emerson O'Brien steps off the mound, throws over the post, nothing going on. Runner on post for the Prime. O'Brien delivers, and that ball's going to be popped up into the infield, and that should be an easy pop out for Bodinger. And he drops the ball, but just tags second base. He's going to step on second base, and that's going to be an out. Infield fly does not apply in that situation because there's not a runner on second or third. All right, ball in play. That's going to be a pop fly. That's going to be a batter out. All right, 2 outs, 1 on first base, and this is number 12 for the KBA. That ball just got away from Caden, but he was able just to collect it and go step on second base, so the result is about the same. Just got a different runner. And we're at a 1-1 count here. Emerson O'Brien throws. That's a high pitch, and the batter swings and misses on it. 1-2 with 2 outs. Now it ends the inning. O'Brien checks the runner at first, throws the ball, and that's going to be strike 3, hits the outside corner, and that is going to end the inning. No runs, no hits. Runner stranded because of a walk, and it is still 2-0. Up for the Rangers, we will have Caden Bodinger, Henry Fannin, and Jeremiah Combs. We're at the 7, 8, and 9 spot in the orders. Nice day for baseball. All right. I'm going to go back to my cooler and get me something to drink here. And it looks like Winston is going to be on for a second inning of work. Going to check and see what the feed looks like. Feed looks great. Feed looks great. There we go. Hot dog. All right.
Next inning, Lamar will go to the mound, and him will go to short. Yeah, I'm sure you have to.
All right, so we're going to have Caden Bodinger at bat. Number 2. He looks rather determined here. And it looks like we're going to have the warm-ups finished for the KBA Prime in between innings, and here we are. We are back. Caden Bodinger will step into the batter's box, and he will await the throw. See what Caden's going to do here. All right, play ball sign has been delivered. The first pitch to him is going to be low for a ball. The pitcher winds, delivers, and that's going to be low for a ball. That's going to be ball 2. 2 balls, 0 strikes here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Rangers down 2-0. Pitch is delivered, and Bodinger swings and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. If you're going to swing at a ball, that's the one to swing at. It's right straight down the middle. Kind of tailed off a little bit at the end. The pitch is in, and that's going to be a foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here in the top of the bottom of the 2nd inning, rather. 2-2. And here's the pitch, and that's going to be inside for ball 3. And we got a full count on a 3rd batter now. The pitcher is going to get his sign, wind up, and delivers, and that's going to be a foul ball down the 3rd base line. Three, 2 is the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the delivery, and that's going to be low for ball 4, and another walk has been issued by the KBA Prime. Bodinger's going to be on first base, and Henry Fannin is going to be the next hitter. Henry's the 8th hitter in the order. He's played 2nd base, and he's played in right field today. Umpire gives the play ball sign. Bodinger takes the lead at first, bounces around over at first. The pitch is delivered, and that's going to be in the dirt for ball 1. Bodinger takes another lead. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be fouled off the catcher's mask. One ball, 1 strike, and we're having a meeting over on the 3rd base side between Henry Fannin and Coach Goldie. Jeremiah Combs on deck, and after him will be Micah Kelly. All the players and umpires are getting ready here for the next pitch. Winston throws it, and that ball is going to be hit to the shortstop, and the shortstop bobbles it, and that is going to be an error on the shortstop. Everybody's going to be safe. Henry Fannin is going to be on by an error, and that's going to be a hard ground ball over the shortstop, and that's going to be an error on the shortstop. Everybody's going to be safe. Runners on first and second as the train runs behind me here at Shillitoe Park. And here's Jeremiah Combs in to bat. No outs. So the Rangers have a good opportunity to score some runs here. And that's going to be a called strike on the inside corner of the plate. The pitcher gets ready to pitch here, and delivery comes, and Jeremiah fouls that one back, and he's down 0-2. Fannin on first, Bodinger on second, no outs. Jeremiah Combs, though, is down 0-2 in the count, and he fouls that ball off on a check swing. I'd love to see Jeremiah smack one into the gap here. Here's the pitch. That ball's going to be low for ball 1. It's a 2-0 game, but the Rangers are threatening here in the bottom of the second inning. There's the pitch, and Combs hits that ball into right field, and the right fielder can't come up with it. And that is going to end up, everybody's going to be safe on that play. All right, so that is going to be a reach on an error on that one. The ball is in play, and that is going to be a pop fly. And that is going to be an error on the right fielder. And Micah Kelly will be up. Micah's the last batter in the order. Matthew Barnett's back up on deck. Bases loaded for Micah Kelly, and Micah is going to swing and miss on that one. Strike one. Boy, he didn't miss that one by much. Here's the delivery, and that ball is going to cove downward out of the strike zone for ball one. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball two. 2-1 count to Micah Kelly with the bases loaded. Combs over at first, Fannin at second, and Bodinger at third. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be strike over the plate, right around the knees, and that's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes to Micah Kelly. His teammates encouraging him. Here comes the pitch. And Micah Kelly puts it in play, and that ball is going to be hit to the second baseman. Exits away from the catcher as the second baseman throws it home, and everyone will be safe and a run will score. And it is going to be 2-1. 2-1 with 0 out, and here's Matthew Barnett. And Matthew is awaiting the pitch with the bases loaded and no outs, and that's going to be high for a ball. The pitcher readies, delivers. Matthew hits that ball into right field for a base hit, and that is going to score one more as Jeremiah Combs is held up at third base by Coach Goldie. Matthew's going to get an RBI on that one, and this game is tied. Two to two, and we're going to have a meeting on the mound here for the KBA Prime as Lamar Burnett comes up to bat with the bases loaded. Rangers have been putting the bat on the ball, and they've had some pretty good plate discipline tonight. Scores 2-2 as we're about ready to start. We don't have an umpire yet. Yep. All righty. All right, we're ready to start again. Really cute moment there with the umpire talking to a child out in the spectator area. All right, and Lamar Burnett pops that one up in the infield, and the pitcher falls down, and that is going to be an out. That would have been an infield fly anyway since the bases were loaded, so even if the ball came down, that would have been an out anyway. So That's going to be an infield fly. And that ball is going to be fouled off by Braylon Goldie. And I think the shortstop's going to get credit for that out. And here's Braylon Goldie with the bases loaded and 1 out. Goldie fouls that one off, and he's down 0-2. All right, so we've got Jeremiah Combs over at third base, Kelly at second, Barnett at first. The pitch to Goldie, and that's going to be high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Braylon Goldie. Bases loaded here in the second inning, and we got a tied game 2-2. And that ball's going to be thrown outside, didn't hit the corner of the plate, so it's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Umpire switches the ball out. As we had an errant baseball that left the park and ended up missing its home. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see what we got here. Pitcher delivers the pitch. Goldie swings and misses, and that's going to be strike 3, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. And this brings Emerson O'Brien, the number 4 hitter, up. And this is going to be a situation where all the runners will be moving with 2 outs. Pitch is hit, and Emerson O'Brien hits that ball to the shortstop. Shortstop throws it over to second base, and apparently the play was not made in time. Everyone is safe. Matthew Barnett beat that one out by hustling over to second base, and it is going to be a 3-2 ball game. Trying to figure out what happened. But I think Matthew just beat it, is what ended up happening. And that brings Ryan Payton back to the plate. And he takes the first pitch for a ball. Ball 1. And here's the next pitch, and that's going to be in the dirt for ball 2. And the ball gets away from the catcher, but it doesn't go too far. Remember, this backstop is not very deep here at Shiloh Park. So Micah Kelly didn't have an opportunity to advance, especially not at a 90-foot base path. Now, if this were T-ball, it'd be a different matter. If this were coach pitch, it'd be a different matter. 2 balls, 0 strikes. Here comes the pitch, and Ryan Payton swings at that one. Misses, and that's going to be strike 1. That pitch fooled me too, so he shouldn't feel bad about that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the delivery of the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ryan Payton with the bases loaded. Rangers have scored 3 in this inning to take the 3-2 lead. And here's the pitch. Payton puts the bat on the ball. That ball gets by the pitcher. The shortstop throws the ball, and that is going to be safe. And Kelly will score. Barnett will score. 2 more score. And we have runners now on second and third, and the score is now going to be 5-2. And that ball gets away from the catcher, and that's going to be a ball, and the runners will all advance. Mm-hmm. Well, as they do now. They do now. We had a 1-1 count here. And that ball's going to be low for a ball. And here we go with the next pitch here with runners on second and third and a 5-2 lead. And that ball is going to hit the plate, bounce off the catcher's mask, and Emerson O'Brien is going to score easily on another passed ball. And it's now 6-2. All right, 6-2, 2 balls. It should be 3 balls, I believe. 3-1, 3-1. And it should be 3-1. It should be 3-1, and it is 3-1. Scoreboard is incorrect. And that's going to be strike 2. All right, full count. And that's going to be ball 4, and that's going to be a pass ball, and Ryan Payton is going to be out at the plate. And that's going to end the inning. It's going to be 6 runs across the plate for the Rangers. 6 runs, several hits, several errors. We had a little bit of fielding issues, and it's going to be 6-2. As he walked, and that is going to be the inning. And Caden Bodinger will be the batter for the Rangers when they come back up to bat. All right. All right, so the score right now is going to be 6-2. Let me take a look at the stats real quick. And it looks like Lamar Burnett's going to be the pitcher for the Rangers. All right, he is pitching. Lamar is going to be pitching. Looks like O'Brien moves to shortstop. And then it looks like Bodinger is going to move to second base. And I believe that will make, let me see who is the extra player here. And we'll make, I think Henry Fannin the extra player, and it will. All right, 6 runs there for the Rangers in that top of the inning, or in that bottom of the inning rather, what top of the third. 6-2. And we're going to see Lamar Burnett for his first pitching action of the summer season here for the Rangers. And Lamar's looking pretty good in warm-ups. All right, let's see what's going on here. And we're back to baseball. Lamar Burnett's first pitch. Going to be thrown to number 30 for the KBA Prime. Burnett throws the first ball, and it's going to be a strike. Called for a strike. And that ball goes right straight back to Lamar Burnett, who catches a line drive. What a play right there by Lamar Burnett. Wow. And he's going to have to shake his hand off on that one, as hard as hit as that was. Wow, what a play. And that ball is going to be caught on the fly by Micah Kelly as it goes high fly ball over into right field. And we got 2 outs. And that ball gets in the dirt and gets away from the catcher, so that's going to be a ball. And that looks like that's going to be Braylon Sparks up to bat for the KBA Prime. Braylon Sparks played for the Bluegrass Rangers last year, and he also played on that team that went to the Little League regional tournament in Iowa. And Lamar throws a strike on that pitch. 2-1 on the count. All right, Burnett settles in. Throws the ball, and that's going to be high. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Sparks in the batter's box, and that ball is going to hit home plate, and that's going to be a walk. And here's Owen. All right, it's going to be 2-0. It's going to be 3-0. Lamar's thrown 3 straight balls. And that's going to be a 4th ball. We're going to have runners on first and second with 2 outs. 2 outs, 6-2, runners on first and second for the Prime. And this looks like the bottom of the lineup here for the. And that looks like Cole Davis. It's going to be strike one. Ball one. And it looks like we're going to have a meeting on the mound here after another ball by Lamar Burnett. No, that's not what happened. Okay, he ended up getting out on a pop out. All right, so it's 2-2 after another strike's called.
There you go, Lamar. Give one.
And we got a foul ball. So we got 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lamar throws the pitch, and Cole hits that ball into center field, and that is going to score 1 run at least. Matthew Barnett drops the ball, and Braylon Sparks would have scored anyway. So now it's back to 6-3 game, and we're at the top of the order. Oh, that ball goes into the outfield, and that's going to score another run. Got him. That's going to be the inning as the runner tries to advance from third, and that's going to be the inning. 2 more runs come across for the Prime, and that's going to be, the score is going to be 6-4. 6-4. Okay, I'm missing. Okay, create new player. Okay. All right, so here we are back in the bottom of the third inning. Here's Caden Bodinger. Bodinger hits that ball, and that's going to be a foul ball. All right, so here is the next pitch from the pitcher to Bodinger, and that's going to be strike two. Bodinger's down 0-2 on the count. All right, Bodinger hits that one past the third baseman. It bounces off of his foot and goes into left field, and Caden is going to be on with a hit. That's going to be a hard hit, and that is going to bring up Henry Fannin. And it looks like we are going to have a little timeout here. And that is going to be low for a ball. Six to 4 is the score here in the bottom of the third. Runner on first base for the Rangers. Fannin swings and misses. One ball and 2 strikes to Henry Fannin. No outs yet. And Fannin hits that ball directly back to the pitcher, and that ball is going to be thrown to second base for an out, and that's going to be turned for a double play. So we got 2 outs now. And it looks like Henry Fannin's shoe fell off is the reason why he kind of stopped running there for a minute. I haven't seen that before. And here's Jeremiah Combs up. It looks like we have 2 balls. 2 balls, 0 strikes on Combs. Micah Kelly on deck. And that's going to be ball 3. And that is going to be strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Strike 2, and that's going to be strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jeremiah. Barely missed that one. And Jeremiah is going to take a walk here. And here comes Micah Kelly. That's going to be strike 2 to Micah Kelly. There you go. And that's going to be strike 3. And the inning is over. No runs come across for the Rangers, and it's 6-4 going into the top of the 4th.
Now that's an MRI. That's what I'm thinking.
All right, we're in the top of the 4th inning here at Shiloh Park. Lamar Burnett's back for his 2nd inning of work. And it looks like he's going to be pitching to the top of the order, number 9, Colin, who did not get in that bat as the Rangers got an out at 3rd base on a throw where Rutter tried to extend a hit into a triple. Lamar winds up, pitches, shows bunt, and that ball is going to bounce. It's going to be fair. I think it hit the catcher. I believe it hit the catcher. It hit the catcher. All right, so KBA's got a runner on first base now on that ball that bounced in front of the plate and hit the catcher and went into foul territory. And number 6 hits that ball into center field. Matthew Barnett catches that ball on the fly. Great play right there by Matthew Barnett. And here's Kyler Arnett, the third batter in the order for the KBA Prime, with one away and one on. Runner goes on a steal. That ball is going to be thrown down the second base, and O'Brien can't hang on to it, but it would have been a very difficult play to catch that runner, as he got a pretty good lead right there. Peyton did a really good job, though. And it's going to be 1 ball and 0 strikes. 6-4 lead for the Bluegrass Rangers. And that is going to be a ball inside. 2 balls, 0 strikes. All right, Burnett's going to throw rather, and that's going to be a bounce foul. Call strike. A foul ball rather, and it's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike. I got too many scorebooks here, so sometimes I get a little confused on what to put in the scorebook. Burnett throws. That's going to be inside for a strike. Called strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball's going to get by Peyton, and it's going to be 3 balls and 2 strikes with the runner advancing over to with 1 out. And that's going to be a walk. It's going to be ball 4. 1 away. Arnett's on. Baird's over at third base for the KBA Prime. And here's the pitcher, Winston, coming up to bat and try to get a run in here for the Prime. And here's Burnett throwing the ball. Arnett goes. And Arnett's going to get there easily. So it's going to be runners on second and third with 1 ball. And that ball is going to bounce in front of Brian Payton for ball 2. Gets to the backstop. None of the runners go anywhere. All right, 2 balls, 0 strikes. Here is the pitch from Lamar. Lamar throws the ball, and that's going to be high for ball 3. 3 balls, 0 strikes. 2 runners on for the Prime here in the top of the 4th inning with the score 6-4. And that ball is going to be popped up into the infield, and it looks like L.J. Combs is going to have it in fair territory. Oh, he dropped the ball. And that's going to be a foul ball, as Davis could not hang on to that ball. That's going to be a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's going to be a walk now. Bases are now going to be loaded. And let's see what happens here. I think Lamar's going to continue to pitch. Bases loaded for KBA Prime. And here comes Alex, the next hitter for the Prime with the bases loaded. Lamar throws the ball, and that is going to be hit into right field, and Kelly cannot come up with the catch, and that ends up being a drop ball, and that will score 1 run. 1 out, 6-5 is now the score. As that ball popped out of Micah Kelly's glove. 99 Owen going to step in to hit with 1 out, and the bases loaded for the and that's going to be a high pitch, and that's going to be ball 1. And I'm not real sure what happened there. Oh, he tried to throw the ball. Well, that's what ended up happening. And the runner was already halfway home. Ball 1. All right. Burnett throws the ball, and that's going to be check swing and went around. And that's going to advance the runners anyway as the ball gets away from Ryan Payton. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Lamar throws, and that's going to be hit to Davis. Davis picks it up, and he ends up making the play as he steps on first base. The run will score from third, though, and the runners will advance, and now the Prime will back up 7-6. All right, here we go. Number 44 is up to bat with 2 outs, and that ball is going to be a strike. And that ball gets away from Payton on a wild pitch, and that is going to be another run for the KBA Prime. Eight to 6 is now the score on a 1-1 count. And that ball is hit to center field. Matthew Barnett is going to end up catching it on the fly, and that is going to be the inning. But it is a costly inning for the Rangers as 4 runs come across the plate, and the Prime have taken the lead, 8 to 6. And it'll be the top of the order for the Rangers. And it looks like Winston will continue to pitch for the KBA Prime. Let's see, how long do we have here? We have 1 hour and 45 minutes is our time limit. No new inning will start after 1:45. So we're getting close to a time limit here. And let's see where we are. Matthew Barnett is going to be pitching here. He's going to be batting, rather. KBA Prime is pitching. And here we go. Matthews gotten on twice, walked the first time and got an RBI single the second time, single to right field. 2 for 2 for the day. And Matthews going to bounce that ball to the third baseman. Third base throws it, and that is going to retire Matthews. He is going to be out.
Hustle, buddy. Nice try. He ran as fast as he could. Do you want some money to go up to the concession stand? Some popcorn?
That brings Lamar Burnett up to the plate for the second batter of the inning for the Rangers. And Lamar watches that ball as missed the outside of the corner of the plate, so that's going to be ball one. And that ball is going to be over Lamar's head, and that's going to be ball two. Rangers desperately need some base runners here in this inning to get back in this game. Down 8-6. With one out here in the bottom of the fourth. And that's going to be a strike as Lamar just ducks to avoid what he thought the ball was going to hit him. Here comes the next pitch from the pitcher. Lamar swings and misses, and that's going to be a 2-2 count. You know, we haven't had a drop third strike in this game. So that's a testament to all the catchers. Here's the pitch, and Lamar swings and misses, and that's going to be strike three. That brings Braylon Goldie up. Emerson O'Brien is over on deck, trying to get this inning continued to get him an at-bat. And that is going to be fouled off into the spectator area, and it bounces around over into the other field. Oh, 0-1 to Braylon Goldie. And that's going to be high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that ball's going to be rocketed up the middle. Shortstop's going to grab it for KBA Prime. Throws. And that is, first baseman keeps his foot on the bag, and Braylon Goldie's going to be out by an eyelash. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And we're heading to the 5th inning with the score 8-6 KBA Prime. All right, so we're in the 5th inning now here at Chillertoe Park, waiting on the Rangers to come out. And I believe lineup looks like it's going to stay the same with Micah Kelly going out and Henry Fanning going back in.
Hey, whoever's doing game changer, Henry's back and right.
That would be Doug.
Doug, Henry's back and right.
Looks like the Rangers lineup has stayed the same other than Henry Fanning going back to right. Lamar Burnett's back out for his third inning of work. He's pitched 34 pitches thus far.
Don't pinch me. You're not busy the whole time.
All right. And it looks like we will be ready here in a few minutes. We are starting the fifth inning here, top of the fifth inning. KBA Prime's up, number 13 for the Prime is going to bat against Lamar Burnett. And that's going to be called strike one. Burnett throws his next delivery, and that is going to be a ball. Didn't miss my bunch, but that missed. 1 ball, 1 strike to number 13 here for the KBA Prime. And the batter shows bunt. He went around. That's going to be strike 2. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be fouled back against the screen. And we have a there we go. I'll just hold it right there for a second. 1-2, here is the count. And that's going to be a ball, 2-2. Low, ball 3. Burnett's next delivery, and that's going to be popped up in the air behind first base. And it's going to fall between the first baseman and the right fielder. And that pitch is going to be a strike, strike 1. Swing and a miss on 1 count. That's going to be a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. .43. And that's going to be a strike, and Great throw right there. Couldn't get him, but that was a pretty good throw. And that's going to be a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that ball is going to be hit into right field. It's going to fall right in front of Henry Fannin for a base hit. Runner gets to third base, and we got runners on the corners. No outs here in the 5th inning with runners on the corners. And the batter shows a bunt, and that's going to get by. Runner will advance to second base. That's going to be high for ball 2. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a ball. 3-0 is the count. And that ball's going to hit the dirt for ball 4. Lamar covers. We have bases loaded. And we are going to have some wholesale changes here for the Bluegrass Rangers.
I don't know.
As I'm going to have to do a little bit of repair work here to the video feed, so bear with me 1 second.
Who's umpire now?
I don't know.
I'm looking for his granddaughter. I'm supposed to pick her up.
Right over there.
Oh, I see her.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grandma.
And I think there was a gentleman right there looking for.
Oh, there he is.
Yep.
Thanks, Marty.
Thank you.
Charles was wandering around trying to find her. I just dropped her. I said, run in, and I won't take some spot.
Now, they didn't charge you anything, so they told me that. And it charged it, Charles either, right?
No.
Okay, good. Okay,
But
baby
he's been
doll.
walking around. Oh, yeah. Can it go? I think it can go under.
There we go. All right. That should get the feedback going where it should be after the foul ball hit the camera there. Yep, I think everything looks good. All right. We got bases loaded now, no outs here for the KBA Prime against the Rangers. And it looks like L.J. Davis is going to be the new pitcher. I got it. And that's going to put Burnett at second base. And that's going to put Jeremiah at first. And that's going to put Bottinger at third. All right, that should get everybody situated. New pitcher, L.J. Davis.
He's sick and then runs out the door.
All right, let's set the scene here. It's the top of the 5th inning for the KBA Prime. They have bases loaded, nobody out, and number 30 is coming up to bat for the KBA. And that's going to be a strike one. Davis ready to pitch, and that's going to be a ball outside. Ball one. Umpire says a 1-1. And that ball's going to be hit straight to, and that's going to be a double play. That ball is hit straight to Lamar Burnett at second base, who throws it over to Emerson O'Brien, who's covering second, and they pick 2 off. And no one else moved, so we have runners on first and third. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Runner's going to get down to second base, though. And that's going to be high for a ball. Runners on the corners now with that spectacular play by Lamar Burnett and Emerson O'Brien with a catch and a pickoff. And here's Davis. That ball's going to be a ball. It's going to be low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that ball is going to be hit to center field, and it's going to fall right in between center and second. Matthew Barnett throws it home, and that ball is on line, but it bounces away from Ryan Payton, and that is going to get 2 in, and the runner tries to advance to third, and he is going to be called out trying to advance to third. So trying to stretch that thing into a triple ends up costing him his ability to stay in the game, so he's out. And the inning is over. And that's going to score a couple more here for the KBA Prime. All right, and that's the end of the inning, and it's going to be 10-6, KBA Prime. No autographs till after. All right, we can do that. We can do that.
Not during.
$15, right?
I give them.
All right, so here we go. And it looks like it's going to be the same pitcher for the KBA Prime. Emerson O'Brien is going to be the batter for the Rangers. Bottom of the 5th inning, Rangers, this is probably going to be their last chance to tie this game, or at least win this game, one of the two. So we'll see what happens here. Hey, what do you know?
Nothing, man. Same old, you rocking the.
Yeah.
There's only 3 of those ever made.
I almost wore it today, and I'm like, I don't want to be, come on, dude. Like, mistaken for a coach.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the 5th inning is going to start here, and the pitcher delivers the pitch to Emerson O'Brien. O'Brien hits it down third base, and that gets away from the third baseman, and that's going to bounce into left field for a hit. O'Brien is going to be on base again today. Another single. They need base runners. Rangers need base runners. Here's Ryan Payton. And that's going to be a strike. That's going to be a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is delivered to Ryan Payton, and that's going to be a strike as it hits the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that ball's going to get away from the catcher. That's going to be outside for a ball. O'Brien is going to scatter down to second base. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Ryan Payton. Pitch comes. Payton puts the bat on the ball, and that's going to be foul over the fence into the next field to my right. Two balls, 2 strikes still to count on Ryan Payton. Pitch is delivered, and that's going to be up and away for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another full count. Been a lot of full counts on Ranger batters today. And that ball is going to be hit to the shortstop. It's going to get by the third baseman as well. And O'Brien will get to third. Payton will be on second base.
Come on, LJ, bring the ball. Let's go, LJ.
No outs. And we are going to have a meeting at the mound for the KBA Prime. Runners on first and third, and it looks like we're going to have a new pitcher.
Although, I mean, he'll be a solid. No question. I've told him multiple times, like, hey,
And we are going to have a new pitcher for the KBA Prime. Rangers have runners on first and third with nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. And this is probably going to be the last time either team bats in this game, as the next game's supposed to start at 11, but we'll have to finish this inning up. The time limit's an hour and 45 minutes. And we'll see what happens here. All right. L.J. Davis awaits the pitch, and that pitch is going to be in the dope for ball one. L.J. gets back in the batter's box. Runners on the corners. And that ball is going to be going over the first base from the pitcher, and it gets away from the first baseman. Emerson O'Brien will score easily, and that will put Ryan Payton on second base. Not real sure why he threw that ball right there. Not real sure why he did that. All right, so that's going to be a and that was going to be a called strike, and that's going to be a ball. And that ball is going to be fouled. 2-2. Not real sure why he threw that ball. Rangers got a gift right there, because one of the cardinal rules of baseball is you do not throw behind you, and for whatever reason the pitcher decided to try to pick off the first base runner when he didn't have to, and that is going to be a passed ball as it's thrown over the catcher's head, and Ryan Payton will advance to third base. Wild pitch, rather. That's going to be ruled as a wild pitch. And we have another full count. And here's the next pitch by the pitcher, and that's going to go right across the plate for a strike, strike three. One out in the inning. And here is Caden Bodinger with Ryan Payton over on first base and third base and one out. And the first pitch is going to be swung on and missed. And that's going to be a strike call at the knees. 0-2 now to Bodinger. Anywhere close, he's got to hit this one. And that is going to be called a ball on a check swing. And the pitch is delivered by the pitcher, and that ball is going to be fouled back over the screen, and it's going to fall harmlessly behind the bleachers here at Shiloh Park. No one's getting an award for catching that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bodinger puts it in play, goes over to third base, and that is going to be, oh, they're going to rule him out at the plate. And we're going to have 2 outs now. Henry Fanning's up, and he might be the, and he represents the last out. And that ball's going to get away from the catcher, and Bodinger's going to be on second base. And that's going to be a ball. And here is the pitch, and that ball is hit. Henry hits that ball down the left field line. That will score Bodinger from second. And Henry is going to have a double, and that ball is going to be thrown into right field, but the right field is right there backing up the play. And now the score is 10-8. And that ball gets away from, and that's a wild pitch again, and that ball is going to be thrown down to third base by the catcher, and he is going to be safe. And now we got a runner on third base. One ball, 0 strikes. 10-8's the score here in the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs. Tying run at the plate with Jeremiah Combs. And that's going to be ball 2. Pitch is made. Combs goes around on a check swing. That's going to be a strike. And here's the next pitch, and that's going to be strike. Hits the outside corner of the plate at the very top of the strike zone. So it's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Jeremiah is in a position here where he has to hit it if it's anywhere close. And Fanning leads, and he is going to score from third base as there's another wild pitch. And now the score is 10-9. Full count again on another wild pitch constitutes another score. And the score now is 10-9. And the next pitch is going to be a swing and a miss by Jeremiah Combs. And that is going to be the ball game. And the Rangers will end up dropping this one on a score of 10-9. And it was a pretty entertaining ball game to watch on both sides. The defensive struggles really marked this game for the Rangers. A couple of drop balls, but they hit well at the plate. They had good plate discipline. And sometimes that's what happens in baseball, though. Me in the first game of the season for the Rangers, I think they look pretty good out there on the field. All right, so here is going to be the box score for the game. For the Rangers, Matthew Barnett had 2 at-bats, scored 1 run, got 1 hit, 1 RBI, and he had a base on ball. Lamar Burnett, 3 at-bats, struck out once, walked twice. Braylon Goldie, 2 at-bats, walked once, struck out once. Emerson O'Brien ended up going 3 for 3, 3 hits with 3 at-bats. Ryan Payton got a hit, Kalen Bonninger got a hit, Henry Fanning got a hit, Micah Kelly got a hit. So Rangers had 8 hits on 9 runs. 6 strikeouts for the Rangers, and for the pitchers, O'Brien went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both owned, 2 walks. Burnett went 5 hits. He gave up 5 hits, 8 runs, 5 of them owned, and 4 walks. And L.J. Davis gave up 1 hit and no runs. So that's going to be it for this ball game, and we will be back at 11 o'clock for the next ball game for the Rangers, 11 o'clock. Until then, I'm signing off, and I will see you all at 11 o'clock. Thank you all very much. Oh, 1 o'clock rather. 1 o'clock. We will play again at 1 o'clock. All right, Ranger baseball will continue at 1 o'clock. Thank you all.